Here at Consult Value, I have analyzed the guidelines of GST on the sale of used cars for you. Here's a detailed overview. As of December 2024, a uniform GST rate of 18% is applied to the sale of all used vehicles sold by GST-registered dealers. This is an increase from the previous rates that varied between 5% and 28% depending on the vehicle type. Now, the rule says that GST is levied only on the profit margin, which is calculated as the difference between the selling price and the depreciated value of the vehicle. This is referred as margin-based taxation. It is advisable to note that this rule applies to only registered dealers. If the sale occurs between two unregistered individuals, no GST is charged regardless of the transaction amount. Now, in the scenario where selling price is less than or equal to the depreciated value, no GST is applicable. For example, if a car's depreciated value is Rs 12 lakh and it sells for Rs 10 lakh, there is no GST because the margin is negative, Rs 2 lakh. This means private sales do not incur GST. Implications for consumers and dealers. For consumers, purchasing from a GST-registered dealer will generally result in a higher price due to the inclusion of 18% GST on any profit margin. Buyers should be aware that this tax will be reflected in their final bill if they are buying from a registered dealer. For dealers, registered dealers must calculate their GST obligations based on their profit margins when selling used cars. This requires maintaining accurate records of purchase prices and depreciation to determine taxable amounts correctly. So to summarize, GST on used cars is primarily applicable to registered dealers based on profit margins. The key takeaways are: 18% GST applies only to positive margins. No GST applies if selling at or below depreciated value. Private sales between unregistered individuals are exempt from GST. These rules aim to clarify misconceptions surrounding GST on used car sales, ensuring compliance while protecting consumers from unexpected tax burdens.